My name is Adedina. Melvin's not here, so have a very special guest. A guest that's leaving me very soon. But definitely a very interesting person. I think he's gonna surprise you guys. The second he talks. So I am here with Chris. How you doing, mate?
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
Just chilling.
Did y'all hear that? Say that one more time.
I'm chilling.
One more time.
I'm chilling.
You see, man like Ade, we do accents on here. But it's more authentic. Do you get me? I'm not really from the ends, but
you get me. You get me.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. If there's a way that you could test, if I could be British by association, I really wish I could go through, because I think I low-key passed it a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit.
Maybe. You probably could.
A little bit.
You probably could. Yeah.
Let's get the business out the way. Well, you came over and we watched the United Tottenham game together.
Yeah.
Ephraim is all of a sudden ducking me, because he is he's a Tottenham fan, and nobody ever wants to come when their team is losing. Obviously, I'm here every week, win or loss for Chelsea. But you guys are. Well, I'll back up a little bit. We can talk about. I don't know. Do you want to talk about the game or how United has been so far, or do you want to just? How would you want to do it?
Let's talk about the game.
Okay, so the game. How'd you feel about it?
The game was good. The game was good.
On you guys' part?
Yeah, on our part, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Rashford, I love Rashford. He was hungry.
Get that mic close to you. Yeah.
Yeah, Rashford was hungry today, man.
Yeah, he was. He impressed me.
He won them goals, yeah. And Fred as well.
Mm-hmm.
Fred played well today. Interceptions, everything, man. He was there, man.
Yeah.
He was there.
Yeah. On this podcast we had a famous moment with Fred the other week with Philip and Chooks. We don't really rate him, but today, he actually impressed me. So seeing that, I guess, was good. Luke Shaw is coming back. He came in for the last few minutes. He's coming off an injury, so hopefully he's back. And then, but we're supposed to be back this game.
Yeah.
So maybe he's back against City. That's a bad game to throw him into, but you never know.
We need every little help we need for them games, though.
You do. Okay, so theoretically, if Pogba is available, he's fully fit.
Yeah.
Do you still want him? I'm gonna do an English accent. Though actually, I just can't. I can't force it.
Yeah.
Do you start Pogba that game?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we start him. Yeah.
First game
we start him.
Is it? I think it's in the Etihad, or is it in Old Trafford?
I'm not sure.
I'll check.
Yeah.
But continue. Why do you say that?
Cause he's a leader. He's a leader, and he brings a different presence to the game.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just a ball player, man.
Nah, he's a
great player. Why wouldn't you start him though?
It's in the Etihad.
It's gonna be a big game, yeah. But
to say the least. Not only is City one of the best teams, but it's a derby.
Yeah.
So it's one of the. Well, it's not age-old derby at all, but recently it's it's a big deal.
Yeah, of course, but we want to start strong.
Mm-hmm.
Bring him on later on. I don't think he'll have a bigger impact than he would when he's starting.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I would rather start him and then bring someone else that can change the game or something. So
okay, so at least put him out there, let him at least get his feet wet.
Yeah.
And if things aren't working, then you bring on a Pereira.
Yeah, we can bring on someone else. Yeah.
Who would you start that game? What would your 11 be?
Obviously, De Gea in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Romero in goal?
No. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
If Luke Shaw's healthy, yeah, I'll start him as left back.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously Lennonoff, centre back. So the back four basically that happened today, yeah, apart from Ashley Young.
Mm-hmm.
And then with me though, I'd rather go with a 4-3-3.
You guys have been playing that 4-2-3-1 as of late.
Yeah.
Or you guys have a 3 up top in general.
Yeah.
So what would your 3 in the middle be?
3 in the middle, obviously Pogba.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
You guys have the Martial also, so you have to keep account for that.
But Martial will be the front 3 though. for me.
But he's not. He's probably Ole say he's gonna be out for, in his words were a while. Do not play in my mic. Stop playing in my mic. Oh my goodness. There we go. So let's say under the impression. Jesus Christ. It's amateur hour. Under the impression that Martial isn't there.
If no Martial, okay, cool. So Pogba in the middle with Fred and McTominay, and then Rashford up top with David James. I'm gonna have to start Lingard then.
Lingard, okay.
Yeah, gotta start Lingard. Yeah.
My problem with the midfield that you picked, and Jesus Christ, he missed that. Oh my gosh. My problem with that midfield that you just picked out is, yeah, Pogba, but out of any of those, who's scoring? Look at this pass, by the way. Like, who's scoring out of those three? Because, I mean, McTominay has shown that he can score a screamer here and there. But, like, you're not counting on McTominay to score goals.
No, of course not.
Definitely not counting on Fred to score goals.
No.
And Pogba, you know, set piece master, in his own right. And then it pretty much seems like they're just assistants, and you're just gonna be hoping that a Rashford or
David James,
Daniel James, or what's his face,
Lingard.
But Lingard, when was the last time he scored?
He scored not long ago.
I think he scored against Chelsea.
He scored the goal the other day. Yeah, he scored the other day. Still.
But I'm saying, like, those are like, scoring has always been you guys' issue.
Of course.
Like today, you guys only scored through Rashford. And the first goal was really just weak wrist. True. It was a hot shot. But it was weak wrist. And the second one was I would say, a very soft penalty.
That's a hard one though, because like he did step on him.
I didn't say it's not a penalty, but it's a soft one. My point is, like, cool. Scoring is going to be
it will be an issue. It will be an issue,
and it has been an issue as of late. I mean, you guys drew 2-2 with Aston Villa. Yeah. Because it seems like if somebody else scores 2 on you, you're not winning that game.
Of course.
And what games have you guys really won this year? Norwich was 3 goals. Yeah. But when was the last time you guys scored more than 2 goals?
It's been a while. It's been a while. Yeah.
I mean, I guess we can kind of finish this whole. Jesus Christ. We can finish this whole kind of like City kind of preview. Yeah. Because, I mean, as far as we know, City will have kind of that same 11 that they had against Newcastle. Yeah. Or not Newcastle. They just played Burnley?
I think it was.
They just played Burnley away. And, I mean, Rodri started. Yeah. Mendy didn't start. So, I think the team that started against Newcastle's the team that they're gonna be looking at. So I mean, Bernardo Silva is you guys are lucky he is not in form right now. So I mean, you're gonna be going up against a tough team. Kevin De Bruyne is literally like, he's a man on a mission for some reason. Yeah. So I mean, you're pretty much gonna be hoping on Fred or Pogba to try to stop him, or I don't know. And that's really that's I'm saying hoping, like as in like praying to stop him. And then you guys, I mean, wow, you guys show promise in instances. I just think you guys are just gonna get masterclass like pretty badly, in my opinion.
We could,
unless you guys do what you guys did against Liverpool, which is like just that. What you guys did? You guys did like a 3-4-3. Yeah. And you just had Daniel James, Rashford, and then somebody right behind them. And just basically trying to play counterattack the whole game. Yeah. Because you guys are trying to play your own game, it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen, but even though the counterattack, because the way City defends, it will be difficult. Mm-hmm. It will be difficult. So, I don't know. We just got to pull out something out our bag, really. It's gonna, you know what? I'm being honest. It's going to be a difficult game.
Oh, to say the least.
It's going to be a difficult game. So, hopefully, Oli has a plan.
How'd you feel about us playing this game? It was basically like attack from the wings. Pretty much like they're not.
But that's the thing, though. That's how United used to play, though. When Sir Alex Ferguson days, like we had wingers.
Used to be Ronaldo on that left side,
exactly.
Snake bite, and then hopefully Rooney somewhere in the middle. Yeah.
That's what we had. We had wingers that would attack. That's what we were good at. Yeah.
Ooh, good. Is it? What's his name? Park, the Asian guy.
Park, Ji-Sung Park. Baller, man.
You guys were crazy back in the day. Okay, man, you can't miss this one. Yeah, you can't. He's not missing that one. What?
Yo.
Okay. Anyways. So I mean, you guys aren't doing that against City.
Nah.
Especially if Mendy's starting.
Yeah.
That's gonna be tough. I believe Ederson's still healthy, so
yeah.
It's not like you guys are. You're not hoping that to get like away with. Oh wait, hold on. Oh wow. You guys aren't hoping to get away with like City doesn't really just make mistakes.
Of course not.
Like just small mistakes that you're gonna like really benefit from.
Of course not, man.
If I'm being honest with you, my prediction, in all honesty, 4-1. Like no disrespect to you guys, but 4-1.
Nah, I get that, but I don't see that. I don't see 4-1.
What do you predict?
Maybe like a 2-1, probably 3-1.
2-1?
2-1.
You guys will keep City to 2 goals?
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Yeah. It's possible. I
didn't say it's impossible, but I don't believe it.
We'll just see what happens, innit? Just gotta wait and see.
So which one you pick, 2-1 or 3-1?
I say 2-1. We'll hold them down to 2-1.
You guys will score first? Do you think the game will ever be equal at 1-1 is my question.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like from what we've seen lately, if City scores first, just pack your bags.
Nah, we can't give up.
But it's not about giving up. It just seems like every time City scores first, they're like, all right, let's pile it on.
Yeah. So
I hope you guys score first for your own sake. But I just think, especially after that Newcastle draw, you already see what they did to Burnley. They just...
Of course. But
and you guys are coming off a win also, but it's Derby at home.
Of course. But that's the thing though. If Rashford plays like he played today and he's hungry, we probably will score more goals.
But we already talked about it. I mean, scoring goals has been a problem for you guys.
Of course. But I haven't seen Rashford this hungry for a long time.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, it's going to go up against Pep. It's not going up against.
That is true though, but that's the thing.
David Sanchez and.
But that's the thing though. It's the Prem.
Mm-hmm. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why, I'm not too worried, but we'll just see what happens.
So this season so far, obviously you guys started the season off with that fluke game against Chelsea. I mean, obviously it's promising.
Yeah.
And then after that, I believe you guys draw to Wolves, and I believe then you guys lose or draw again, and then it just seemed like it started going downhill.
Yeah.
Then you guys kind of it's not like you guys found your footing. Like you would get wins here and there, like the Leicester win, even though it was lucky. At least you guys got that one. You guys have gotten wins here and there.
Yeah.
But then you still have the slip ups like
of
Aston
course,
Villa last week.
Yeah.
I think you guys drew to Sheffield. The game before that, 3-3. I mean, you guys were pretty much down 2-0, and the fact that you guys were even able to muster coming back from 2-0 to 3-2 is impressive. But it just seems like this whole season, it hasn't been fine and dandy for you guys. So what's been your outlook these past? I believe week 15.
Yeah, week 15. I don't know, just these little mistakes, just killing us. I don't know. I just feel like some of our players are just dodgy. They're not reliable.
Like who?
To me, I don't really rate Maguire that much.
Is that you don't rate him, or you don't rate him for how much you guys spent?
Both.
Really?
Both.
Why not?
I just don't. I feel like he's clumsy. He can
be
clumsy.
He's a big guy. Yeah.
I feel big guy. And he's not worth how much we spent.
Yeah. Was it 80 million?
I think it was 80. Yeah. Definitely not worth that much. Mm-hmm. Definitely not. But I don't know. It's always been with English players. Yeah. They always have a big price tag.
That's always been the thing. But the thing is, nobody falls for that except other English teams.
That is true.
Nobody really outside of England really
Yeah.
buys English players.
But that is true though. But then yet again though, like prime example, Jack Wilshere, he could have went to Barcelona, but they said like, yo, we've got a lot of them here, so why spend money to buy him when we got players here already?
Yeah.
So that's what it is though. That's why players don't really go abroad that much. Maybe.
I can't remember the last English player that like genuinely like had like a outing at one of the big clubs elsewhere.
Nah.
English players, even more Welsh players. I mean, we already seen Ramsey already went to Juve.
Yeah.
You know, we already know Bale.
I'm just thinking Jordan Sancho is at
Jadon Sancho, but I mean, we'll talk about Chelsea later. But
Yeah.
Chelsea's about to, you know, if we get our appeal, if appeal goes our way, we're probably gonna get him for 100 million quid.
That is true. That is true. Yeah.
So it seems like all these English players only find like, wow, they just scored. Only really find these big transfers when it comes to English clubs.
That is true. That is true. Yeah. I think the only one I can really think of is probably David Beckham.
And that was what, 2002, 2001. It's a while ago.
That was a while ago. Yeah. So I just can't
a while
think,
ago. But then again, our best ones have stayed home.
Yeah.
So maybe there's also some about that.
Maybe because like
Gerrard, Lampard, who else? Milner. Well, not really Milner. I'm talking about our best of the best. So our best, well, not our. I'm talking like I'm from there. The best of of England have stayed
home. Yeah.
A Gerrard, Lampard. Who else am I really missing from? John Terry. Everybody pretty much stayed home.
That is true. Yeah.
But also, I don't really know, were they even like sought after in the first place?
Wait, what?
Were they really sought after? Like people really like, damn, like was Real or Barcelona like, damn, we need Gerrard?
No, that's the thing though. A lot of teams wanted them type of players.
That's what I'm saying. So maybe it was also loyalty. Yeah.
Yeah. No, of course, definitely, especially with Gerrard and Lampard, kinda.
Why do you say kinda?
Because he went to MLS, got signed to Man City.
I mean, that was at the end of his career, like the very end of his career.
True.
In his prime, he didn't pull a Bale.
That is true. That is true. Yeah. But yeah, like a lot of teams did want them big players, especially Paul Scholes. A lot of teams wanted Paul Scholes.
Oh, Paul Scholes. That was definition of somebody that would just break your leg. He would just break your leg, but he could also play passes.
Of course, yeah.
Oh my, and he could always score a screamer.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course,
but that is a good point that English players in general, it just seems like they're not really like bought. And for United to go out and get Maguire for 80 million.
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
Especially, how much did Liverpool get Van Dijk for? 60?
60, yeah.
Come on.
60, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
And Van Dijk really wasn't even that good. No, well, he was good, but he wasn't like obviously like second in the Ballon d'Or when he was at Southampton.
But that's the thing, though.
He had the potential.
He had potential, yeah. Mm-hmm. But then,
I think Maguire showed potential though.
And not like Van Dijk though. Not like Van Dijk.
But then again, Van Dijk went to club, and
true. That is true.
Maguire's in their lay. You know.
That is true. No, that is true. That is true. Mm-hmm. But then, like, I feel like with the Ballon d'Or, like, they look at the big teams that are winning shit at the time. Mm-hmm. Then they'll see like who they can nominate.
That's true.
So if Van Dijk didn't leave, then I don't think he would have.
Of course not.
Yeah.
But I also think him being under club definitely does help.
Of course.
His development,
of
big
course,
time.
Yeah.
You know.
No, definitely.
What would Ronaldo be if he never was under the Fergie at a young age?
True, but that's the thing though.
Because he was at Celtic, or where was he?
Who, Ronaldo?
He was at some green team, right?
Oh, he was at Sporting.
Yeah, I just knew something with green.
Yeah, he was back in Portugal. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's funny though because like even Arsene Wenger wanted him.
Everybody wanted
him. Back at Sporting when he was at Sporting, mm-hmm. Arsene Wenger wanted him.
I'm saying like he was everybody wanted him back in those days.
Not everyone, but like everyone saw potential. Yeah. Everyone saw potential, but like not a lot of teams wanted him. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like obviously Fergie bought him after the game actually. Yeah, after the game they played against him, Fergie signed him.
I remember that. Yeah. I remember hearing that. That's true.
Yeah. But yeah, he had the chance to go into Arsenal at the time, but it wasn't happening.
Dang, imagine.
You never know what could happen.
That's the definition of like what if.
That's the thing though,
like, what if Ronaldo went to Arsenal?
Yeah.
Like imagine, because who was the last player that Arsenal was even able to like flip and sell to eventually like keep their their reign going.
Who
Because
else? Yeah.
United sold
Sold Ronaldo for 80 mil.
and
Yeah, we sold him for 80
and
mil.
you guys kept that tradition going for a
Yeah.
while. So where would we be if he was under Arsene Wenger, playing with Terry? Chee. You never know.
I don't know, yeah. But that's the thing, though. I feel like it was a good thing he came to Fergie, because Fergie can make the worst players look amazing.
Isn't that what he said? Like something was like
Tom Cleverley could have been one of the best players in the world, but Fergie left.
True.
So, and even Anderson was probably potential to be like a great centre mid, but it just went downhill.
Or people blame Nani,
Nani was a baller,
but people say Nani never reached his potential though.
He could have been better. Yes, he could have been better, but I don't know. After Fergie left, like everything went downhill.
That's actually a good question. Who is like the player that showed so much potential, but then just like completely did not like live up to it? Mine will forever be Robinho.
Robinho,
Robinho. What he used to do to people's defenses was utterly disrespectful.
Yeah. For me, I feel like Adriano. If you remember Adriano.
Where did he
He's
play?
at Inter.
I think I do. Let me see what his face was again.
Adriano. Oh, fuck, Adriano, baller. He's probably one of the best strikers of his generation. But the reason why he fell off is because he got depression.
Okay, then I know you're talking about. I know you're talking about.
He got depression because of his dad died. Yeah. If it wasn't for that, yo, you don't know what he could be doing right now.
That's crazy. Yeah. Dang.
That's
crazy because like it's probably added depression because of like, damn, like I was almost.
Nah, do you know? I don't know, but like even when he got depression, he was still scoring goals. He was still bullying defenders, just everything. But he put on weight and everything. Another guy that I did, he was in the Prem. Arde Torat? No. Torat. I'm not sure if you know about him.
Who?
Torat. Let me show you.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, you know what? This guy was a baller. He was bullying defenders.
Where did he play?
He was at QPR at one point. Yeah, he was at QPR for a while. But like he had so much potential to be a great player, an amazing player, but it just fell off. Put on weight. He got sent to Benfica. Benfica put on more weight, so they sent him to the B team. After that, ain't heard of him.
Damn.
Ain't heard of him.
I don't even. But it may have also been like before my time. Cause who was that guy that they always? I forget. It was like after like the '98 World Cup, he just like went downhill. I always forget his name. I always forget his name. But there was another guy that also just disappointed. He had an injury. He had injury in like 99, 98. That his injury also set him back.
I can't remember.
I think a player like Torres, I think, is somebody that I feel like is almost kind of there.
Who?
Torres.
Torres
was a baller.
at Liverpool, yes.
And
at
then
Liverpool,
he
yes.
went to Chelsea and then, we
went downhill.
We know how that ended.
I
mean, he helped us beat Barcelona, but still,
yeah.
We know how that ended.
Do you remember Ben Arfa?
Ben Arfa, yeah.
Ben Arfa.
What? Wait, what happened to him?
Ben Arfa had so much potential. Like,
he was at what team was that?
Like, he was at Newcastle in the Prem. He was at a lot of big teams in the Prem. Well, not big teams, but like.
He was at like a Spanish club, right?
Then he was at.
Where was he at? Ben Arfa.
I can't remember.
He wore number 10 for a team.
I can't remember, but he was at PSG at one point.
And then somewhere else though. He was at PSG.
I think so, but I can't
yeah,
remember.
he had crazy potential also.
Yeah, him, just a baller, man.
Damn. I mean, like in basketball. Basketball, everybody goes like Derrick Rose. Football, RG3.
Yeah.
Those are like players that they've just been like, not really wasted, but just like damn, like what you could have been per se.
Yeah, I'll show you a video of this guy later, but him. This is Torah.
I don't know.
You don't know him? Yeah.
I don't know that.
He had potential to be a great player, a great player,
Mm-hmm.
but he just fell off. Put on weight, a lot of weight,
Mm-hmm.
and he just fell off.
Bale almost, but not Bale's peak was enough. Bale had won Champions Leagues. I can't even say that.
But that's Bale had a lot of injuries at Real Madrid, so
Yeah.
I can see why he's not playing. But then, if he's fit, you should play him because Bale's a great player.
We're talking about Sturridge.
Storage, yeah. Storage. See, that's the thing though. Injuries kill so many players.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it kills so many players. So
Yeah.
like, I can't really say much, man.
Yeah, Sturridge was definitely one of those players like that was. I mean, everybody always goes to is it 2013, 2014, or 2014, 2015 season, wherever season that was. That he was just
him and Suarez together. It's
Jeez
just
Louise. Yeah. I'm actually really glad Suarez only got better after he left because he could have just like died off.
He could have.
He really could have just died off.
He could have,
but,
yeah.
You know.
Who else? There was one guy I was thinking of. I forgot his name. I forgot. There's been a lot of players. Oh yeah, there was this Arsenal player.
Chauvin?
No, not him. Damn! I had his name. He was just injury prone so much. What's his name?
Yeah, I don't. Nobody's really coming to mind for me either. But it's just really sad seeing a lot of these players never really like come to pass. I mean, and we were talking about
That's it. His name was Diaby. Diaby.
Oh, he had the hair, right?
No, he was bald.
Was he bald? I think no. I'm thinking about Signe when I think about Diaby. But I know you're talking about with Diaby. Yeah.
Bro, he was a great defensive mid.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just injuries. So many injuries he had.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what killed him.
Mm-hmm.
This guy.
Yeah.
So many injuries, it just killed him off. And that's the problem with soccer, man. Like
with sports, with all sports. I mean, it's difficult because you're like, damn, I wanna take it seriously. I wanna like keep, I wanna put all my effort into it, but like at any moment it can be taken away from you.
Of course. That's why. That's why you need the backup. If sports aim for it, you need the backup.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about how like Tomori was saying, like how he's currently in uni, and playing for Chelsea. I mean, a lot of these players when they go to academy, there's like an academy school that they go to that when they're not training that they're in there, which that's probably the least interesting part of their their whole time being there, but it's necessary, I guess.
Of course, yeah. But that's the thing though, like, because obviously when I was growing up, you always had a choice. It's either playing football or studying. You couldn't do both. That's why I came out here, because I couldn't do both. I couldn't play for an academy and go to school. Like I had to dedicate myself to one thing only at a time. So coming out here, going to college out here is a good thing because you can play your sport and also study.
Yeah.
But then the good thing is though, they prioritize your studying first over sports.
Sometimes.
That is true because like my last school,
like if you're playing D1, like if you're a football player playing for Alabama, they don't give a shit about your academics.
True.
If you're playing D1 playing for Kentucky or Duke basketball, they don't give a shit about your academics. They really, I mean, at the end of the day, they're not paying you to come to school for your education. They're paying you to come play. But at least there is at least an effort.
Of course.
There's at least an effort to try to balance both of them.
Yeah, that's why like the program out here, like it is good. Like you can do both, but it's all down to you. That's the good thing about it.
Like whatever dedication level that you're at.
Yeah. So it's all down to you. So that's what's good about it here. And I wish it was everywhere you go. Like especially in England, if you can do both, it can help a lot of players out. A lot. So.
All right, so like we were talking about, I mean, with school and all that, I guess we could. I mean, I want to talk about Chelsea, but I think we're already on the good topic right there. So I mean, let the people learn a little bit something about you. So where are you from? I mean, we can already hear where you're from, but like, where you're from and like your upbringing and like how that was intertwined with like football and all that.
So yeah, I'm from London, the city of London, great city. Everyone should come visit. But yeah,
I'll be there. Spring break.
Yeah, I'll be home. Yeah, like really and truly, I didn't start playing.
What? Sorry. So you are from London. You're from North London.
I was from North London, born and raised.
He's from North London,
Yeah.
but he's a United fan. Just need that to be said.
Don't worry about that. Yeah, but yeah.
I think. Okay, before you get to that, is that actually like? Are you basically surrounded by other like North London fans per se?
Yeah, like you know, it's a mixture of everyone really though. So not everyone's. If you're from North London, you don't have to support any North London teams. Because like I got a guy from South London, he supports Liverpool, and my friend.
But it's also parents also kind of. Parents also kind of like give you some sort of because
of course,
your parents may have also grew up somewhere.
Yeah, that is true.
Then, like,
that is true.
Yeah.
My other friends, also from North London, but he supports Juve. That's because of his dad.
Okay,
his dad supports Juve, so that makes sense. Yeah, but with me though, like I just like watching United play, so that's why I started supporting United.
I can respect that.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll get back to you real quick. You know, my whole breakdown with why I like Chelsea is very very intricate story, very complicated. When I moved to Nigeria, I moved at 8 years old. Nobody in my family. Well, first of all, it was really only me and my mom.
Yeah.
I had like uncles and all that, but it's not like they really like take care about soccer like that. So I didn't really have a team. So when I moved to Nigeria, that's all that's out there. And I was 8. I was getting the age where like I'm actually realizing what the fuck is going on around me. So I was like, well, my favorite color is blue.
Yeah.
And I was watching a game Chelsea was on. I was like, oh, Chelsea. And ever since then, ever since 2006 December, I'm a Chelsea fan.
Okay, that's cool.
That's really the breakdown.
That's cool.
Yeah, nothing complex about that whatsoever.
Okay, no, that's cool. That's cool.
Okay, so back to what you're saying.
So like really and truly, you can support any really team if you have a valid reason to support them, of course. Yeah, but growing up, I didn't really start playing soccer or my case football since. I think I was 6. Yeah, I didn't take it seriously from then on. But that's because I kind of got forced to play in the playgrounds with my friends. So like they needed to play, so I thought, alright, cool, I can't play. So ever since then I started to like playing. So kept playing. Obviously, the first team I joined, I was horrible. I couldn't kick a ball properly.
You were playing Sunday League or where were you playing?
Yeah, Sunday League. Yeah, I couldn't kick a ball properly. Like I used to toe punt the ball all the time. Like. Yeah, and then eventually after practice, like I got better, and like even now, like even though I'm injured, but like I can still get better. Even I'm good now, like I have a lot more to improve, but just injuries. But yeah, like with my neighbors, we played a lot of street football. That helped a lot with close touches.
Like in the street or
in the street, yeah, on the road, on the road, yeah, because I lived on the dead end, so. Whenever like our parents didn't have their cars there or neighbors didn't have cars there, we just play on the streets, and it was fun. Like we did that for hours, just playing.
That's how Nigeria back in those days, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, playing on that hard plastic ball.
Yeah.
Did y'all have the? You guys are England. You guys probably had like actual balls.
Yeah, of course.
We played on with like the plastic hard. But it built character. Definitely.
Of course, yeah. Cause I remember we used to kick the ground, hurt our toes, everything, but we still kept playing. Yeah,
Yeah, we were crackheads back in the day.
Yeah,
kids. Yeah, I think they like spiked our like Capri Sun with something.
Yeah,
we used to do what the fuck. Like I'd be looking at kids now, and I'm like, this is how we were. Kids can fall down like 3 flights of stairs, get up, and keep going.
Yeah.
There has to be something in the Similac.
Maybe, yeah. But
I'm gonna start my conspiracy.
But yeah, we used to fall over, hurt ourselves, cut ourselves, and keep playing until it's time for us to go home. But yeah, that helped a lot. Playing street football helped a lot. With like the little touches, your ball control and everything. So that helped.
Because I mean, like for me, I would say I love playing more small-sided than actually like full field. Because I feel like small-sided, it forces you to work on your on your like
ball
on
control,
your skill, ball control, dribbling, take peek ball, quick decision making.
Of course.
Granted, big field. You're getting better at stamina. You're getting better at like seeing the field, serving. You're actually playing like the actual sport.
Of course, yeah.
But I think like playing like those small sided games is really like where really sets like
of
really
course.
gets you up there. Yeah.
Of course, but even with the small sided games, it can help you with fitness. It can help you with the little things like shooting, all the passing, all that stuff, your vision, all that stuff. It helps a lot. Yeah. So
there's definitely benefits to both, but I think you benefit
more from
a small side.
No, of course. That's why like the teams that I played for, we did a lot more small-sided games because it helped you a lot more than playing just a big game. So,
I mean, like me personally, the one thing I would always want to improve on is like shooting. Yeah, I feel like you don't get that with small-sided, but like, I think soccer is one of those. Well, football is one of those sports where you don't need drills, you don't need cones. It does help. It does help. All of those, like, it helps. Like ladder drills. But I think of all the sports in the world, I think simply just playing soccer will make you into at least a great player. Maybe not an excellent, maybe not a splendid, perfect player, but will make you a great player. Of course. Because the game itself is a non-stop drill. Yeah. Positioning, getting your feet, like it's nonstop. All those little things. Of course, because it's a sports where like you kind of use the least of all your body. Yeah, because you run with your feet and you're also playing with your feet. Yeah, basketball not only like you have to work on your footwork because you dribble with your hands. Yeah, you already have to get used to being good on your feet. Yeah, in soccer because that's kind of what you use your. Of course, that's what you control the ball with. Yeah, so I think that's why like a small side it kind of helps because like you're always in the action. Of course. So I mean I would like as somebody who's actually grown up there, for us especially like in not really football or basketball, but I mean for football kind of, but like especially basketball we have like the AAU. Do you know about AAU? No. What's AAU is basically like what you would deem as like your Sunday league or like your kind of academy. Okay, yeah. You pay an unusual amount of money. Yeah. And you basically are putting like the AAU system. Okay. And you obviously join the team. Yeah. And more than your like high school that you play for, because I think that's like the one difference that's between here and England is like your high school is enough. Your secondary school is enough to get you to where you need to be. Yeah. To where, but like an AAU for basketball is really what sets people apart. And a lot of these players like Lonzo Ball and like De'Aaron Fox, who came out in the draft the same year, had no interest since they were kids because they were in the AAU system for so long. Okay. And that's what really kind of sets you apart. So kind of like explain like the academy system and like how close it is to you guys, because like AAU's like everybody play basketball. Yeah, okay. So how close is it to you guys per se? And like, even like seeing all of these guys that you probably like were like, dang, I used to play, academy with him or like Sunday league with him. Okay.
See, that's the thing though. Sunday league for us was fun. It was a lot of fun. But then like if you play at the top level of Sunday league, you can get scouted. Mm-hmm. There'll be scouts of your game, especially if you go to like a final or something like that. Yeah, there'll be scouts of your game. But like most players will try to go to academies. I never really went to one because I never was good enough. Mm-hmm. But yeah, academies, that's where you get looked at a lot and everyone will know you. Mm-hmm. Especially the youth academies. Yeah, everyone would know you. Like I think my friend played something like semi-pro and like he played against Sterling. Mm-hmm. He played against Sterling, yeah. And
like at what age though?
I'm not sure what age.
But it was young. If it was.
It was young, yeah. It was young. Yeah. He. This is before Sterling went to Liverpool, so like his previous team, yeah. Mm-hmm. So, like, yeah, you get to see a lot of these great players. Mm-hmm. I remember, well, even in other countries as well, like the football academies, you meet so many great players. And like any one of them can get picked up by a big team, any one of them. So yeah, going to academy is a good thing, but it's not expensive as to what Americans pay. No, I don't think it's nowhere near. Near enough. If you're a great player, it's probably free. It's probably free. Yeah, it's probably free. But
so does it start? So like, I mean, it probably not does it. I mean, we know it starts at a young age, but is it like, do you get scouted at a young age, or like, do you just pay to get in it per se?
Most likely, if you're young, like real young, you probably pay to get in. But
which kind? It's not like obviously like the Chelsea or like the big.
No, even Chelsea. Like I knew players that played for like Chelsea,
but
Arsenal.
They paid to get in, or they were scouted to get in at a young age.
That I don't know. I don't know. But like some of them, did play for Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham. Tottenham have a good academy. Fulham is another good academy. Obviously Southampton, they have a great academy. Yeah, but like sometimes you can pay. Sometimes if they seen you play at a like Sunday League game, they like you, they might bring you in for free. So it depends really how good you are, really. But yeah, even Sunday League, like I didn't pay a lot to play. I paid like £300, and that's for the whole year. So that goes from like August to May. So unlike in this country, like, because I remember my friends were telling me they played for San Antonio, the academy there, the club there, and like they were paying like 3,000 a semester.
Oh yeah.
I was shocked.
So, I mean, it's no surprise that the American soccer team is terrible.
Yeah.
But it's just because we are very money oriented.
Of course. Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of guys that like even like they didn't finish their high school career at my high school in the high school soccer team because they wanted to play for Houston Dynamo. Had a pretty good academy. Yeah. A lot of people play for FC Dallas. FC Dallas academy. The issue is it's not free. Yeah. No matter how good you are, it's not free. Yeah. So we're seeing a lot of these kids who are good enough and probably a lot better than the people that you are picking up yourself. Yeah. Not being able to play on the team because they can't afford it per se. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that a lot. Or maybe the coach won't even see that, fuck it, let's just bring this guy in for free. Yeah. Because, he's that good. And also, like, our best players are not, like, the most American white players. They're probably not going to be those. Yeah. They're going to be, a lot of the Hispanic people.
Of course,
a lot of the black, probably not that many black people, but a lot, like, it seems like we're getting the same people because we're only getting the people that can afford it per se. Of course. But I feel like it's just because there's really no respect for the sport kind of here.
That is true.
There's so little money that you need to get money as you can. But it's only going to change if it has to start somewhere.
Of course. Of course. But because America's so money orientated, like, that's why it's not going to change. Mm-hmm. So, but I'm just thinking, like, if they're playing so much to be in these academies, how come they're not as good? Mm-hmm. What's going on?
Also, the coaching is probably not as good.
Coaching that's one thing I've realized in America. Mm-hmm. Coaching is probably horrible. Mm-hmm. I've probably known two great coaches that I can say that. Like,
why do you say that they're bad coaches per se?
Well, obviously the law school that I was at, the coach there, he didn't know what he was talking about. He don't know the game. He don't know the game at all. Like, he didn't know anything about tactics. All he cared about was fitness. That's all he cared about. He kept saying, if you're fit in the other team, you can beat the other team. But it's not true. It's not true. If you technically can't play, then, like, what's the point?
Because all it takes is one fast break, one breakaway, one counterattack.
Yeah. But even though, like, if you're quicker than the most guys or fitter than most guys, like, if they can play around you, you're just going to get tired.
Yeah. A team of 11 Jorginhos who cannot really run, or a team of 11 Pirlos will probably beat a team that you would think is just so fit.
Yeah.
And
Of course. But, like, the two good coaches I've had in America, they knew the game very well. Mm. They'll be watching the Premier League or La Liga or something. They'll be making notes or drills, everything. They dedicate their lives to soccer. So that's why. And plus, we've won things with them. We've won a lot with them. And, like, he's improved me as a player. So that's why I can say, like, them two are great coaches compared to the other coaches that I've seen or played with. It's horrible. Just horrible, yeah. But yeah, like, I realized in America, you care more about being stronger and quicker and fit than everyone else.
Because that's how we are in other sports.
But then, that is true though.
Like,
but then
that's pretty much how football is, because everybody gets like the basics.
Of course,
everybody that is at least playing the sport, and if you're a good AAU team, you can probably shoot, you can probably do that.
Yeah,
it's the intangibles at that point.
Yeah,
there are some generational players like Kevin Durant, who is as skinny as a fucking twig, but he can shoot from anywhere. He can get his bucket regardless.
Yeah,
but imagine Kevin Durant with 50 extra pounds on him.
True. Yeah.
Imagine all of these like smaller people with a little extra on them. Football is literally all about being as big as you can, but also being as fast as you can,
of course,
while being as big as you can.
Yeah.
To where soccer, it's all, you can be 5'6", you can be a senior who's 5'4", but you're so skillful on the ball,
of course,
that no matter what you do, not no matter what you do, but like I'm gonna get mine regardless. Yeah. But we don't see it that way because a lot of our sports are more physical. Yeah. Except basketball, kind of per se. Yeah. But I would say basketball. But our main sport is football. Yeah. And it's all about
of course.
Being about it's all about being a brute. So we're so used to doing that instead of like going the soccer route. Yes, you do. You don't want everybody to be a twig. You do want people to be able to like handle their own.
Of course.
But that's far. And I mean far from where you need to be putting your focus at.
Yeah, no, of course. Because I've seen like a lot of guys that are twigs, but because their core strength is good, they can handle their own. Mm-hmm. And like there's a video that was going around with the Chelsea squad. It was Willian, Pedro, and Fabregas. Mm-hmm. They're doing a speed drill. Fabregas won. And he's the slowest out of all of them. Yeah. But because he's smarter than them, that's why he won. Yeah. So like literally like soccer is all about your mind, your tactics and everything like that. Mm-hmm. You can be the slowest on the field, but if your positioning is right,
if you can do everything else right, because we have the speedsters.
Of course,
we always have speedsters.
Of course,
but they die out so quickly because that's all that they can really do.
Of course,
and a lot of the speedsters never really focus on their dribbling. Yeah, because they're just like I'm just gonna get past you, Yeah. And once you realize that, like remember like the Doumbia and what was it?
Javinho.
Exactly, Javinho, like that, like those who were just like faster than you, but on the ball they're not shifting you. Yeah. So it's easy because you can just. I'll give you your weak foot and I'll just play back on you a little bit and wait for you to fuck up.
Of
and
course,
I'll get the ball from you per se.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
To where like a Messi was 5'6". Well, sorry, Messi's probably like the worst example because he's like just a genius. Yeah. I would say like a
Modric.
Like a Modric, perfect. Yeah. Who is not fast.
Not fast.
He's not short, but
he's smaller than a lot of players.
He's not impressive when you first look at him. Yeah. Or if you do like the you guys don't do combines per se, but you know how our combines work here? No. So the people who aren't like for sure going into the league, they do these combines, which is basically like, in football, they really only do this. Basketball, everybody always lets it combine. Yeah. It's basically like this various tests of like testing different things. So you have like the 40 dash, that's where you get people's like, you have the 40 dash, you have your vertical leap, you have your what's it called? Your bench press. Yeah. You have all those like kind of like little kind of things to where like if you judge a Modric or a Fabregas on something like that, they're gonna look terrible.
Of course. No.
But when you actually judge them on the field, it's gonna be a completely different story.
That's the thing though, like I haven't seen much of that in soccer, like testing how strong they are. The bench press. It's mainly like agility, maybe fitness, and then the rest of it is technical ability. So it shows though, like, what can I say? Technical ability will probably help you so much more than you being quicker or fast or fitter than everyone else. Especially in college or out here, where it's roll and roll off subs. So if you come off, you can come back on. There's no point. There's no need to be stupid fit like Kante or something like that. There's no need for that because you can come off, bring someone else that can do a different job than you, then bring you back on later on. That's the way I see it. Because you have like
that's how all of our sports are.
You have a good 24 players on your team. Use all of them, especially because like the seasons are so short here. It's only during you play at least 2 games a week. Yeah, at least 2 games a week. So like your players are gonna get tired, and plus you have practice as well. So
and they still have school and they still have other things
exactly.
to do in their life. Yeah.
So like use your team wisely. That's the way I see it. Because the last squad I was at, we had at least 40 players, and like he barely used any of them.
Really?
He kept using the same starting lineup, near enough the same bench, and like players were getting injured. It's like you have all these players, so like use them wisely. Everything,
injuries, like those small ones that it's just stress.
Of course, yeah. Especially if you hurt your knees, it's probably game over for you.
Yeah,
probably game over. So, yeah, like.
So how'd you find your way here, all the way from across the pond?
So I went through an agency. Well, a bunch of us went through an agency, and then obviously played in the showcase. Obviously, I didn't play too well in that showcase because I had food poisoning like a couple of days before, so it was a struggle for me. But then I went to another showcase and I played better. So he spoke to the coach that was in California, and then he emailed me saying to come over there. At that point, because he was just recruiting players, because the season before that was a horrible season, he only won like 2 games. So I thought, alright, cool. If he's recruiting hella players because he wants to do something big, I'll just go there and help him out. So that's how I ended up in California first.
So you flew to California to play first?
To play and also...
So at least show... Did you just go out there like already on the team, or like you had to go prove yourself in California?
I still had to prove myself.
Okay, so you flew California and still played again.
Yeah, so we went out there for pre-season, and obviously I had to sign up for school, had to get approved for my visa, approved in the school, and then I got into the team. So yeah, what happened? Yeah, so all of us went out there, and then obviously at pre-season, so had to prove who's the best really, who's willing enough to play first team. But obviously with me though, I tore my ACL, so I couldn't really prove myself. So it was a struggle for me because I was in that starting team, but I tore my ACL like within a month of me being out there. So I missed 2 seasons because of that. Because it took me so long to recover and actually get surgery done, because I needed to, because I tore my meniscus as well. But I didn't know. If I knew that, I would have stayed at home a bit longer, or stayed at home until the spring semester and then come back out, then get surgery done and all that stuff. But I didn't know. So
you played on it?
No, I didn't.
Or you just didn't take care of it in general? So
I actually tore my meniscus first, and I kept training on it. And then one day in training, I twisted my knee and my ACL popped. So yeah, that was my ACL done, and that was out here. So yeah, spent 3 seasons there. Missed the first 2. The third one, I done both my ankles. Yeah, I'm just injury prone right now. Yeah, sprained both my ankles, one after the other. And then after that season, I got transferred to Texarkana, the A&M there. Went there now, and then what can I say? I was probably one of the best defenders they had there. But because he didn't like me, because my work rate wasn't high enough for his standard, and then also my knee was acting up. But that's because I realized it's because we weren't stretching properly. Stretching is key. Stretching is key, especially the way he was working us. Stretching is key, and we had no recovery properly. So like we had no ice bath, no stem, nothing, no trainers.
You had no trainers?
We had no trainers. No trainers on campus.
I had a trainer in high school.
I know. I was fuming. I was fuming to hear that we have no trainers, no ice bath, nothing. So for me to have an ice bath, I had to go out and buy ice, and then put it in. Well, we had showers. We didn't have a bath, so I had to get like a bin or something and put the ice in. Yeah, to sit in. So it's just extra money that I didn't need to spend. So I had to do that, and it's just annoying though, because like, if we had proper trainers, proper ice baths, I probably wouldn't get injured. I probably would have been fit enough to play. Yeah, I probably would have been fit enough to play, but because of that, like, I thought, you know what? My body's hurting, my back's hurting, my knees are hurting. I just got to stop playing. So I stopped playing. I left the school and came to UNT.
And now you're just nothing.
Yeah.
Not playing.
Not playing.
Wow.
So it's frustrating, but can't do much about it, man. Injuries.
And you're leaving.
Yeah, I'm going back home.
You're leaving now To go back home.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, to get surgery done.
Yeah, to get surgery done. Yeah, because I've done my meniscus and my other knee. So yeah, I'm just injury prone.
So you're going back now. You know, obviously you're leaving us. I still have a few things I want to ask you before I let you go. But you're going back. You're not going back to play, from what I know.
No.
You're going back to do.
I'm gonna try become a coach, but I'm be working with my friend who's opened up an agency where he's gonna be recruiting players to send them out to America. So I'll be helping him with that. And also he's gonna host a showcase for student athletes who have been overlooked by teams. It'll be held in San Jose in 2021.
Wait, your friend is in England or here?
Yeah, in England.
Oh.
So there's a website. What's it called?
Yeah. Pull up that website. Yeah. Tell it to the people.
We have an Instagram page, a Twitter page, and a website.
At least give them the socials, and I think they'll be able to find the website from there.
Yeah.
But that's.
It's called the Athlete's Guide.
The Athlete's Guide.
Athlete's Guide, yeah. So yeah.
Hey, if you know anybody that needs anything in that area, hit them up for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, for now we just have soccer, but eventually we're gonna expand to other sports.
Really?
Other sports, yeah. So probably like tennis, basketball, definitely, because there's a lot of players in England that play basketball, so we can send them out here. Like it's gonna be a big thing. It's gonna be a big thing if this all works out. Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good.
Most definitely. Yeah. But damn. So would you want to focus more on the coaching or more on that? Because what's your coaching plan? It's like starting off small, obviously.
Of course. Obviously, I have to get my coaching badge. But then I was talking to my friend that's out here. He was telling me that the UK coaching badges don't actually work out here in America.
Oh, so you want to come back?
I want to come back, yeah. Because obviously, if you're a coach out here, money's good. And
because they're looking for coaches.
Of course, yeah, looking for coaches, yeah. But even so, like, money in America has always been better. You get paid more to do less. So obviously, I would love to come back out here. And I feel like it will be easier to coach out here because I can help players improve. Obviously, I know the game very well. I can see players, see what they're lacking, and help them improve on that. That's what my goal is. So I'm gonna try to do that. It's gonna be hard for me to come back out here.
Why would it be hard? Oh, because now you have to get a visa now.
You have to get a visa, yeah. And also, they require you to have they prefer you to have a bachelor's degree. So, I have my associates, but they prefer a bachelor's degree. So,
it's not impossible, but
it's not impossible,
yeah.
But it's just 3 years to get my bachelor's, and then I can become a coach out here. But yeah, but that is my goal, to come out here, especially to work at one of these colleges, because especially going to a JUCO, where you have 2 years to improve a player and send them off to somewhere good, and I actually win titles and all that stuff. It'll be good for me. It'll be good. So that's what my goal is.
I would love to see it.
Yeah.
I would support it.
Yeah.
Whenever things really start getting rolling for you guys, I'll definitely be on top of it, like retweeting it and all that.
Yeah.
Because I see it. I definitely see the vision, and
playing
soccer here already is tough. The best that we have, it looks like it's playing intramurals, and that still is, it's still a very shaky thing sometimes, because it's not as professional as we all want it to be.
Yeah.
And I think by default we all don't take soccer seriously because nobody kind of does. So it's like you want to put all your effort in, but it's like there's really nothing to put that sort of energy into.
Yeah.
So it kind of reverse. It kind of like, all right, well, I'm just gonna chill out.
Yeah.
And then in turn, the next person sees the same thing.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of just chill on it. And we all need that spark in here. Trust me.
Of course.
I would love the MLS to be good. I would love to go to the FC Dallas game.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Like, I want soccer to be good in America. I want it to be big,
Yeah.
just like it is the rest of the world. Cause like
Literally everywhere else.
yeah, because it is the most watched sport in the world,
Mm-hmm.
apart from in America.
Mm-hmm.
So I want it to be big in America.
Yeah.
I want it to grow, and I want America to do good. Like,
Yeah.
I want to see good games. I want to watch good football, man. Like,
I understand. I feel you. I had a few questions per se. One of these questions is I've traveled to England.
yeah,
And there I am the odd person now, and my accent kind of it's exposed.
yeah.
And we get a lot of let's just say a lot of friendly interactions with that.
Okay.
So I have a question. Have you ever been let's just say put in a very fortunate position of somebody of the opposite sex because of just how you speak per se? It's like, oh my god, can you teach me your accent, man? I really like it.
Do you
Can you
know
come
what?
over? Can you come all the way to my house in my room and I'll lock the door and turn off the lights just so you teach me my accent?
Nah, that's never happened. For me personally, that's never happened. But I feel like for other people, it has. It has, yeah. Because Americans, especially the women out here in America, they love our accent. So
And vice versa.
yeah, I feel the British women love American accents.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, so
Oh, they do.
yeah. Yeah, for me personally, it's never happened.
So what's been okay? So out here, culture's really different.
Yeah.
But interacting with women will be universal everywhere.
Yeah.
So what's been like, especially you're the outsider here. What's been like your weirdest experience, at least with a girl so far? And is it really that much different from back home?
What's the weirdest experience? I haven't really had a weird experience. Really, truly, like the only thing is it's just understanding my accent. Really, yeah. Sometimes like I say certain words they don't understand, so I have to repeat myself or change the accent for them to understand.
Okay, give me 3 sentences with your fake American accent.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Why not?
I can't do that. I can't just say a sentence in American accent.
For-
it's like
for-
certain words I can change.
What words
So
can you
like
change?
for me, I say bull, and then you guys say ball. Yeah. That's what you say. Yeah.
What else? Bull, ball. Yeah.
Like how, and I
Huh?
say how.
Huh?
I say who,
Uh-huh.
and you say how.
Yeah. I mean, but like that's so A.
Certain words.
Who, ha.
Four.
Four.
Four, like number 4.
4?
Yeah. I say
Four.
4.
How would you
Then-
say it in the American accent?
That I don't really know.
4. Just 4.
Four.
Not fool. 4.
4.
4.
4.
4.
You see, you guys say it weird. Man.
No.
You guys say it weird. You don't say a lot of words weird, so like.
What words do we say weird?
Let me think. See this. Do you know what? Whenever someone asks me what words you say weird, I can never think of it.
You can't think, but when you hear
when
it,
you hear
you'll
it,
be able to,
yeah, it's one of them ones.
The thing is, we just say every. No, actually, we don't say every letter in the word.
No, you
Like,
lot change some
like,
some letters as well. So
what do you drink? When you're thirsty?
so I say water.
No, you don't. Nah.
I say water.
So you say water.
I say
we say
water.
water. We say
That's-
water.
yeah,
You
I
can't.
say-
We barely do that to water.
Yeah, I say the whole
Water.
every single word.
Water. Some of you guys say water though. Water.
It depends on the accent.
Yeah.
Depends on where you're from, really. Because I'm from London, so we say every single letter.
I mean, because you guys created the language, so you're like,
Of
by
course.
fire, by force, y'all must say these fucking letters.
Of course, yeah.
Like, I would
Yeah.
take pride in my letters too. I understand that.
Yeah,
Most
so like,
definitely.
yeah, we say every single letter. So yeah, every time like I go to like a restaurant or something and they ask me what you like to drink, I say water. They always ask me to repeat myself. Or,
But you're literally saying the word though.
exactly, but they don't understand. So like, I'm confused. Like, how could you not understand? But I'm saying every single letter in the words, and like, it's coming out clearly as well. But they don't understand. So like,
Water.
but luckily my some of my American friends that I'm with, they understand,
Yeah.
and they say it for me.
I mean, you know, I'm
Yeah.
in tune with, I'm in tune with the, couple man up there in England. I mean, by being in soccer, I watch a lot of people, obviously England. So
Yeah.
I actually don't. Obviously, I know it's an accent, but like, I have no difficulty in hearing it whatsoever.
Okay, yeah.
But you guys say different things. Like, when you want to watch a show, you watch it on the. When you want to watch.
Telly,
You
yeah.
say TV.
TV,
we get
telly.
straight. We get straight to the point. TV, telly. It's a lot of letters.
For me personally, I hate going to a drive-through
Why?
because they never understand what I'm trying to say.
First of all, you just called it what?
A drive-through.
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 There's no F in that, sir.
Drive-through.
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 Through. Not through.
It's the accent.
You guys need to appreciate your own language. Y'all created a language and you
yeah.
appreciate it.
It's the way we say some things. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
But yeah, I hate going to them. I'd rather go inside and order my meal.
Okay, so wait, what's your favorite restaurant
in America?
Fast food that you go through, that you would actually go through a drive-through?
What's my favorite? No, I haven't. Do you know what? Everything's nice, or everything, because it's processed. It's nice. So, Whataburger's good.
What'd you call it?
Whataburger.
No, what'd you say?
Whataburger.
Whataburger.
Yeah, Whataburger. Yeah. That's
okay.
nice.
Okay. When you go to weather, so I'm gonna be the person behind the, that you're talking to.
Yeah.
What do you order? And I'm gonna see if I can see where they're coming from. Okay.
If I'm talking to them face to face.
Oh no, but in the drive-through. All right. So I'm gonna do like this. Welcome to Whataburger. Do you want to try our new mushroom burger sandwich?
Oh no, thank you.
All right. What can I get for you?
Can I get the sweet and spicy burger, please?
Sir, what did you say?
The sweet and spicy burger.
You said you wanted a Whataburger.
The sweet and spicy one. The sweet and spicy bacon burger.
We don't have a spicy sandwich, sir.
That's a lie. It's on your menu.
But the thing is, like, yeah. In that, like, I'm literally trying to not hear what you're saying, and I just feel like I just think you're not trying. If like that's so hard.
That's literally how I talk.
Yeah,
that's literally how I talk, and I say
talk. I mean, like, we're literally just breaking it down right now. Yeah,
that's literally how I talk, and like even yesterday, my friend was just laughing at me because like I'm saying things clearly, but they're not understanding, and like it's just frustrating though. Like so that's why I rather go inside. Maybe it's because of the voice box, the microphone they have is not clear enough, so that's probably what it is. But even so though, like I'd rather go inside than order through drive-through.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, just the language barrier. Even when it comes to certain music, like a lot of Americans don't listen to British music.
Yeah. That's literally where I was gonna go to next. Yeah.
A lot of Americans don't listen to British music.
Well, I mean, we talked about it about this actually at length the other day about it's less about not understanding what they're saying. It's also just like they don't respect.
That is true.
We don't respect grime, especially because grime already has a connotation of like this like hard gangster. Because when we think of England, we think of the Queen.
No, I get that.
Chip cheerio. Yeah. Can I get some tea? Yeah. When you're telling me you're from the ends.
Yeah.
You're telling me Mandem was on. We're like, what are you saying, dude? Like. Yeah. Like we don't have respect, but as you were saying, like things are kind of getting bad over there in the
See, that's the thing though. Like it's always been bad, but it's getting worse. It's getting worse. I feel like it's because of the youth. They want to be worse than the older lots were, so that's why they're doing more dangerous things. Especially like acid attacks. That's getting a lot bigger now. A lot of knife crime.
First of all, where the fuck do you get acid from? Like, is it just like you just go to you just go Asda? You just go to Asda and you just go get some.
I'm not sure what type of acid it is, but they probably can make acid from from home.
Like just with like supplies here and there. Oh, maybe.
You can, I'm not sure how they make it, but I know that's getting big, especially because they can put it like in a plastic bottle. And for it not to burn it, so it's not strong enough to burn the plastic, but it's strong enough to burn through your clothes, burn your face off, burn your eye, and all that stuff. So That's getting bad so far. But that's the thing, though. We don't glorify that street life
in the music, though.
But that's the thing, though.
But in real life, you do per se.
No, even in real life, like me personally, I don't glorify the street life.
Well, like because you're not from that. I'm talking about people that are in it, like they love it,
Not everyone,
really.
Not everyone, not everyone. That's why people go into like music to get out of that street life.
I mean, it's kind of like how it is here, but like
of course,
gangs out here.
Of course, yeah.
When they rap, they talk about the struggles of it.
Yeah.
But you lived in it per se, so it's always like that kind of like, and they always say like, you know, a lot of them like that. A lot of them that get out always say like it was never really worth it. Like they were always going through some sort of, they had anxiety. A lot of them, you know, when the first film I want to make is actually a film about what's it called, gangs in America.
Okay.
And you know, it's true that a lot of people in gangs, before they did something bad, like before they did a drive-by, or they went to go shoot somewhere up or go, you know, rob somebody, they would get drunk or high, because in their sober mind, they were not. That's not them. Yeah, that's not them. So they would literally have to be inebriated to go out there to go do these disgusting things that they would do. Yeah. So I mean. But out there, it's, I mean, like you're saying, it's getting pretty bad with like the machete stuff. And, I mean, you know, people are finally getting exposed to Top Boy, and they're just seeing that, you know.
See, that's the thing. The great thing about Top Boy, it portrays what the street life is like especially in London.
Is it genuine though? Is it kind of a little bit of an over?
No, it's
true.
It's true.
I've never seen it.
That's what I'm saying. Watch Top Boy, especially from the beginning, because
I need to watch that first season. The first season is only like 7 episodes. It's not that bad.
There's like, this was the 4th season that came out.
Oh, this is the 4th season
that came out. Yeah.
How many's on Netflix?
All of it's on Netflix.
Really?
All of it's on Netflix. But the first couple seasons is called Top Boy Summer House. So that was filmed way back. So they took a break for a long time until Drake actually started watching it, and he liked it. So that's why they brought it back to Netflix and made this.
And then, I mean, the Dave cosign also helped also.
No, it was actually because of Drake.
No, I'm saying Drake, but like Dave.
No, because of Drake. That's why they brought it back. Dave, I think they asked him to act in it or something.
Oh, really? Yeah. I thought you meant like a Dave was.
No. This is because of Drake. Drake actually brought it back. Yeah, Drake got with the producer and brought it back.
I mean,
so
it's, you know, you guys' prime minister is Boris Johnson.
Boris Johnson right now, yeah.
I think it should be Drake at this point.
Nah, because
the things he has done for at least the UK hip hop scene is unthinkable. I mean, if we're being honest, it's all objective. Look, Drake's obviously my favorite rapper.
Of course.
Not my favorite rapper. Yeah. Well, at this point, he's my favorite rapper.
Yeah.
He's my favorite artist. I mean, Michael Jackson, but like I've grown up with Drake.
No, I get that. But then
Drake's implementation into the UK scene and his exposure that he's brought to it, single-handedly made everything get bigger. Maybe not in the UK. Maybe it was already getting big in the UK, but everywhere else it only got bigger.
Well, no, actually, in America it got bigger because of Drake. I give you that. But other countries around Europe, like, we're getting bigger by itself. Yeah. By itself. But in America itself, we thank Drake. Yeah, we thank Drake. Because obviously he put on Skepta and he put on Gigs. Yeah.
And even Dave. I even forgot Dave.
Actually, before Skepta and Gigs, it was Dave.
It was the One and No remix.
Yeah, he jumped onto that, So, yeah, obviously. But even with that, it didn't blow. It was until when Gigs and Skepta were onto his album. That's when when it blew, yeah. But, yeah, but obviously I wouldn't think as Drake as prime minister.
I mean, obviously that was a little bit of a hyperbole. But the thing, like the input, like
obviously, we should give him a British passport because of that. So.
Yeah, no, he definitely needs a red. Definitely needs a red passport.
Yeah, no,
he definitely needs a red passport.
But then yet again, Canadians, they basically are.
Well,
British.
They're not British. They're connected to the Caribbean, kind of, right? Or the islands over there, and both of you guys share that. So
we do share the Caribbean accent, all that stuff, but they kind of got that from us. Yeah, they kind of got that from us. The way they talk, that's from us. But obviously, because like there's a lot of more Caribbean people in Britain. So I'm guessing because some of them went over there, they heard the way we talk, they want to be like us. That's why I feel like Drake is so big on the UK scene because he's from Toronto and he likes the UK scene because of the way people talk. So
because a lot of people think like Drake just like all of us like woke up one day,
of
and
course
like
not.
he just wanted to be this career. Like that's Toronto Canadian black culture. Like, it's really like a lot of them say like, you know, like parties here we playing like, you know, actual like we're playing hip hop. Black parties there they're playing like, you know, like they're playing Popcorn, they're playing Damian Marley, like they're doing
of course
the whole dance hall, redeems everything. Like that's the culture out there. So I mean it would make sense that like he would, because you guys literally like your whole aura is like the whole grime, everything is very much based on kind of dance hall, but just with like a British twist to it. You know, per se. Mandem, all of it. Like,
that is true. That is
even
true.
like it's not even illiterate, but like the grammatical way you guys talk is obviously not correct, but it's based on how they talk. And it's kind of fascinating. Like, see, I didn't even know. Like, when did this start? Has this been for a while, or this is like just started bubbling up in like the past decade?
No, it's been for a while.
For a while,
for
really.
A while, yeah.
Maybe I just didn't like the whole Mandem you lot.
No, that's we've been talking about that from way back, way back, because there's always been like especially Jamaicans in the UK, so obviously we pick up from the language,
Because there was a show that Drake popped up at in the UK that he wasn't supposed to be, and they started playing Jumpman, and he came out of nowhere. It was at some show, and he just popped out of nowhere. And that's when I was like, okay, this guy is like.
He's done that for a lot of people. I think. You might be thinking of Section Boys.
I think it was Section Boys.
Section Boys,
so I remember somebody that I know, he moved out here. He was saying like, it was like 25 quid to go, and like he just didn't go because it was just Section Boys. And then see on Twitter that Drake showed up. What?
Yeah, most likely Section Boys. Because no one knew that he was gonna come. I think there's a documentary about it, or they had an interview talking about that. They said someone on the team spoke to Drake, or Drake shouted them out or something like that, and like they asked, do you want to come to one of our shows or something? And like Drake said, yeah, I'll be there. But they thought that he was trying shit. Next you know, he pulled up and performed. So
that's crazy.
It was good. But yeah, shows are popping. A lot of the music is popping.
We're talking about with the whole ends and how it's kind of like getting bad per se. The whole Rapper Man situation with his
Rap
movie
Man,
it's a Rap Man. It's Blue Story, right?
Yeah, Blue Story.
Blue Story. I mean, the first incident of the whole like it being released was that there was a machete fight.
That happened a couple days after it got released, but that happened in Birmingham. But like it's crazy though, because that whole scenario, it had nothing to do with Rapman's movie.
Really?
It had nothing to do with it. So
was it in the theater though?
It was outside the theater, but the theater was actually showing other movies. And actually those little kids, they weren't old enough to watch Rapman's movie, because I think it's like a 15 or something. It's a 15, and those guys were like probably younger than 12. So they actually went to go watch Frozen 2.
But that was the second incident. The first incident banned it in some of those theaters, and then the second one was for Frozen 2.
No.
And then people were like, "Oh, are you gonna ban Frozen 2 now because they already banned Blue Story?"
No. So the whole incident of Blue Story getting banned in the View cinema. Is because of the incident with the machetes, where a bunch of Asian little kids. Asian, they were Asian, yeah. As in like from Pakistan, India, them type of Asians, yeah. So.
Oh wait, you guys call. We call Middle Eastern people.
No, they're not all Middle Eastern.
So like Pakistani.
So Pakistan, India, Afghanistan, they're part of Asia.
They are, but like when we think of Asian, we think of like the Oriental. So you guys call what we call Asian people Orientals? What do you call Chinese people? Chinese, Japan.
Yeah, we still call them Asian.
Really?
We call all of them Asian.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all Asian.
But we kind of differentiate all of them.
No, I
like
do.
We call
yeah.
them Middle Eastern, even though India is really. I don't even think it's really in the Middle East.
No, they're actually part of Asia.
Yeah, no, they are. But like Middle East is also like not even like a continent. It's just part. It's just a collection of countries that not kind of share the same views, but like they're similar in some sort of ways.
Yeah.
So you guys call them Asian
Persian.
people.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, we call them Asian. So it was actually them little group of people.
Mm-hmm.
They brought a machete to one of the cinemas because they went to go watch Frozen 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then they brought a machete. They had the whole commotion, and it had nothing to do with Ratman's movie.
Mm-hmm.
So the cinema.
Actually, who is like going? First of all, if you're going to Frozen,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure your I'm hard card should not be on the table.
Oh, of course not.
So I don't know.
Of course not, yeah.
The last thing I
But
would
they're little
expect
kids though. They're little kids.
little kid to
Yeah.
bring is a fucking machete.
Oh, of course not. Yeah.
What are you bringing a machete for? To fight off Olaf? Like what we doing
Yeah,
here?
of course.
To fight Elsa? Like I don't.
But like I said, because the violence in the UK is getting bigger, so you have little kids carrying knives now, and like if they get caught with that, they're getting sent to prison, and like they can be doing time. At least like there's one rapper, J Hus, he got caught with a knife. He done a year in prison,
and he came back and it was like it's like a national holiday when J Hus came back out.
Of course,
To break it down to you guys that don't know the Rapman story. Rapman, I mean, he produced. He didn't really direct it. He did. He did direct it. He directed it and wrote it.
Yeah, he did.
So he basically, let's just say, created a film. He already raps already, and then he does like these kind of visuals to it.
Yeah,
they're kind of like story based, talking about you know, gang or like stories about the ends per se.
Yeah.
So he made this actual like film called Blue Story, which is basically set in the gang related parts of London.
Yeah.
And with already you've already talked about all like the stuff going on in London and all that.
Yeah.
There was already kind of like damn, what type of crowd is this going to bring? And then it seemed like the first incident that they had at the cinema. Like let's pin it on that.
Of course.
And it was a big deal when this happened.
No, of course it was a big deal because
I mean, thankfully the movie was still able to make like 1.3 million.
It made more than that.
The first 3 days.
The first 3 days, I think. Yeah, 1.3. 1.3.
Yeah, the first 3 days.
Yeah.
Third in the UK box office, which I mean, it's a big deal.
It was a big deal, yeah.
Yeah.
But that movie is not trying to portray how the street life is like. It's trying to portray like why they do this stuff and all that stuff. Like, well, the what can I say? Really, it's just trying to show you like what's really happening in the streets, why they're doing this, and like how they can try to get out of it or why they can't get out of it. That's what the movie is basically about. But yeah, Rapman has made. Actually, it was because of his Shiro story. He's made a 3-part Shiro story, which is on YouTube, and it's a music video, but it's also like a mini movie. Because of that, that's why he made the movie Shiro Story, because Jay-Z signed him. Jay-Z actually liked Shiro Story, so he signed him and helped him make Blue Story.
Happy birthday, Jay-Z! Today, you gave us all your albums on streaming services.
Yeah,
thank you. Continue.
But Rapman's he's talked about a lot of the street life, a lot in his music, and like he's a storyteller when it comes to his music. Some people don't like him. I showed some Americans some of his music.
They don't like him or his music?
His voice. They don't like his voice because it's a bit high pitch. They think it's shit straight away. But like you got to listen to the lyrics more than to his voice. So yeah, I suggest you check it out. Check out Rapman. Yeah. But yeah.
I mean, we were talking about music also, and like we were talking about how like it's hard for it to translate here. And I already told you kind of like people don't respect it off rip because it's like,
of course, yeah.
Like you guys, like, come on, bro. You guys are like, can I get some crumpets and tea?
No, of course.
But I mean, you guys are having some amazing artists right now.
Of course,
I mean, like me personally, I mean, NSG has been on rotation for a while now. Obviously, people like J Hus, Tion Wayne. I mean, Skepta, Stormzy, those kind of people. Those guys are big. Who else am I missing?
Dave.
Oh, Dave. My favorite one.
Yeah.
Dave is actually my favorite one. If you guys didn't listen to my favorite albums we did our top 5 of the year, and let's just say Dave was very high. All of those. It seems like UK music has always been there, but at least now it seems like it's kind of like the best place it's been ever. Would you say that?
Yeah.
Not music wise, but at least like how big it is.
Yeah, okay. It probably has. Yeah, right now, it is. Yeah.
I mean,
I can see that. Yeah.
What did Stormzy headline earlier this year? Something in the O2.
He's headlined a lot of shows.
He headlined something that was like monumental. And it was just different for like the genre and even for.
I can't remember, but he's. With Stormzy though, he's done a lot for the scene. He's won a lot of awards.
He just did the registration, the vote registration thing.
Yeah, he was telling people to vote. Yeah, so like he does a lot for the people.
Mm-hmm.
He does a lot. He's won awards where like no rapper from his genre has ever won before. So like it's a big thing. Yeah, Stormzy is a big.
There's definitely a lot of strides. That the UK scene is making that, and I mean I'm here for it because the more music that's put out, the more music I get to listen to.
Yeah,
but it seems like the J Hus vibe is like what's like becoming like the new like mainstream thing, or what's going to be the eventual new wave. Is that just me?
No, do you know what it is? It's because it's big right now, that's why everyone's jumping onto it. So they become bigger. But like really and truly, like some people don't do that.
I'm saying everybody. I'm just saying like that seems like the next big thing.
No,
for
of course,
guys.
yeah.
There's, what do they call like Afro
vibe?
Afro vibe, yeah.
Yeah, Afro beats, yeah. Afro beats is becoming big.
Yeah, I mean Afro. I would say, I mean it's gonna be an unpopular opinion, but I think if the UK did not get Afro beats in 2010, 2011, I don't think it'd be where it is right now. Because yes, it's always Afrobeats has always been in Nigeria.
No, of course,
but ever since like even Azonto came with Fuse. With even Sona, and then the crossover recently of these UK people with Afrobeats, like obviously like Far Away, Skepta, Wizkid, Location, Drake. I said Drake, Dave, Burna Boy. Burna Boy has always been. He's always been like a big proponent, but it seems like the UK has so much push forward Afrobeats by so much because I mean I would say African youth in the UK are probably more proud of their heritage more than here.
Of course, because
and I think the exposure that you get by just being in the UK, obviously, is I think what kind of catapulted everything.
I feel like the UK is more versatile and more open to other things. That's what it's compared to America.
Well, by default, because you guys are the definition of a melting pot over there. Yeah, that's why Brexit's a big deal, because you guys are just used to having everybody there.
That's true.
So everything is so welcomed.
Yeah, that is true. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I wish it was for everyone. Like especially in America, if America was more open to other things, other genres of music and everything, like it would be big here. Yeah, it would be big here. I swear Burna Boy is signed to an American label.
Davido is.
Oh, okay.
Davido is. Like we were saying, America kind of like not being as open to other genres as possible is because we started on not being friendly to everybody else. We always wanted. We always say, we're the American dream. We're always big on rebellion, but it seemed like it was more for people that look like, the people that were shouting that. Yeah. So, I mean, like, the closest we got to, like, even, like, the Caribbean scene was Sean Paul. But Sean Paul was very much a pop version of what dancehall was. Yeah. Afrobeats, the biggest it got here, really, was African Queen.
I remember that.
Queen by Two-Face.
Yeah, I remember
that
song.
But that was just an international, hit. And people still didn't take that song seriously. People sing that song to kind of like mock it, per se. I mean, like, Davido's, he's tried. Wizkid hasn't really had that banger. Yeah. What's it called? Burna Boy obviously hasn't had. And somebody brought that up, that they were saying, like, while Wizkid is big, Wizkid's probably like the biggest artist in Africa, period. Yeah. Like, at least this decade.
Yeah.
Nobody, they haven't reached that Akon level. So at least Akon was kind of making more like American music.
Yeah.
But he had some of those to where like they kind of slipped through the cracks.
Yeah.
But he never has reached the level of what Sean Paul is. And I think that's what people think Afrobeats is.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Sean Paul was an international star.
Yeah, he
once
was,
upon a time.
Yeah.
And while Afrobeats is where it's the biggest it's ever been. Period.
Yeah.
It's still it's still not on that true international level.
Yeah.
Like we have like Burna Boy Ye is a big song, but I am not hearing like when I'm hearing Temperature by Sean Paul.
Yeah.
Get Busy.
Yeah.
Dude had classics.
Yeah, no, it's true.
You know, like
true,
you know, it's not really as big as.
But then again, you gotta remember though, like this is something new for you guys.
What's new?
Like the Afro vibe.
Afro vibe or just Afrobeats?
Afrobeats in general. Like
Yeah.
this is something new. So like Americans don't really go for something new straight away, unless maybe one of their own. If one of their own like starts promoting
Drake.
it, then Drake's not really American though.
Drake's dad's American.
Is he?
Yeah, Drake's dad's from Memphis. He just grew up in Toronto. With his
Okay,
mom.
makes sense. Then.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, I don't know, like.
But Drake's Controller, Drake's one dance with number one, for example.
It did, yeah.
You know, Rihanna's work is able to do, you know, big numbers because that's actually a good point. That's actually like it has to be one of your own to do it per se. It can't be maybe from outside. So Sean Paul is like the only anomaly. And I guess we haven't seen like that person come from Africa to really like push the Afrobeat scene as much. Maybe Drake needs to really do a madness with one of us, you know?
He probably does.
You know,
he probably does.
I mean, he's had Wizkid on one dance, but I cannot. He literally only did ad-libs.
Oh, man, okay.
He had Burna Boy on the first song on More Life, right?
No, I can't remember.
Burna Boy. He had him on Georgia's Interlude.
Okay.
And it's lit at the very end, and it's a little bit of like him like doing a little bit of ad-libs. It's nothing crazy.
See, yeah.
He has this episode like... We need that Skepta Gigs stimulus package. That's what they call Drake doing anything with you. That stimulus package.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, like Joy Like Bot, like he had like the Wizkid remix, but that was never really pushed per se. So I mean, me personally, I just listen to this guy Fireboy. He's a Nigerian artist. His album, beginning to end, is absolute flames. No pun intended. It's literally that good. And like those are like our new guys. So I'm like, if we're already like getting somewhere, I would like to see us get as big as like the UK scene is getting right now.
I get that. I get that. But like, what's always been big in America though?
What has pop and now hip hop? But hip hop started in the 70s, and it's just becoming the biggest genre in America. Yeah, you know.
But like, like Americans, because they're so used to that type of genre of music. So to find something new, it's gonna take long for them to get into it.
And what's crazy is this actually something that pisses me off a lot. Hip hop started in Harlem. Harlem as like this like new genre that started from like blues. And like dang, I can't remember the other genre, but it was a variation of this. It was this new thing that people didn't take too seriously. People didn't think rap could sell. So it was an outlier. It was almost like rebellion music. Up until is it not Grandmaster Flash? It was this 5 group. I keep forgetting their name. Until they created like a banger, and then in the late 70s, early 80s, that's when it started getting big. Run DMC is like one of the first big like hip hop acts that really started selling. And then up until like the mid 80s, and then the late 90s when you get once NWA started. That's what I deem as like the catalyst for hip hop. I think while hip hop was a big thing, NWA changed everything. Not only with lyrics, how raw they were. People were always raw, but they were raw on a major scale. And Dr. Dre's production literally pushed hip hop production to where it is to today. And then you get to the 90s, which is obviously what people call it the golden era, which I think is a little bit bullshit. With the Tupacs, the Snoop Dogg's, your Biggies, your Jay-Z, your Nas, Wu-Tang, all of those. And then the 2000s, that's when things start getting weird. Because in 1999, you get Eminem. It's like, who the fuck is this white kid?
Yeah.
Because you already had Beastie Boys, you already had Ice Baby. What's his dude's name? Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
You already have people like that, but they're not like pushing the culture.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, 99, you get Eminem. You're like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
It's like, I wanted to disown him because he talks about weird shit, but it's actually kind of nice.
Yeah.
That's when things start getting kind of weird. Things kind of get kind of murky. Kanye, while he is different, he's not like the typical rapper.
Yeah.
You know, he's more kind of like upbeat, kind of bring. He really pushed 808s more.
Yeah.
Hip hop started changing to being less about not just lyrical content, but being less about being hard, being like that. It just started being about who are you just behind the hip hop gaze.
Yeah.
To where now it's like it's almost like now we don't kind of respect. So as you've seen, like it started from like this rebellion music to slowly becoming popular.
Yeah.
And now like we get all these weird people like 6ix9ine and all these like Lil Pumps, and like we're like, what the fuck is happening? I'm like, well, we started at not being appreciated, and now we're on the biggest stage. That's going to come with a lot of give and take.
Yeah, of course.
And something that I really observe is like hip hop started from nothing, and now it's bigger. So you can't just expect it to just stay as to where at its genesis. It has to evolve. Yeah. While I do not, I agree. The 6ix9ines, all these different people. Some of them, not all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, like I will listen to Blueface 24/7.
Okay.
It's my guy.
Right.
Bar for bar, he can bar for bar go with any rapper in the game right now. At me. It has to evolve. So I think hip hop, it's kind of annoying to see the genre that started off being like the underdog story, finally being in the forefront, and people want to start acting too cool for it. No. People in the 60s in Harlem who were breakdancing on cardboard boxes, who had to steal their their DJ sets. So when DJing got big like Harlem, everybody wanted one. Let's just say one day, a record store was broken into, and all of a sudden, that same day, a lot of people had DJ sets on the streets. So those people, I bet they would, while they wouldn't appreciate the music, they would appreciate at least where the genre is gone.
Of course,
and they would at least let it do that.
No, that's true.
Yeah. Where did UK grime start? Who started you? Like, who was like the first like pioneer for UK grime?
Who were the pioneers? Well, everyone says the godfather of grime is Wiley.
Wiley?
Yeah, Wiley.
Who is that?
Do you know what? He's had a lot of clashes with a lot of people. He didn't really like Drake at one point. Yeah, because he felt like Drake was just, what can I say?
People thought he was biting the culture.
Yeah.
Except, what did Drake gain from helping people?
He didn't really gain much, but
exactly.
But Wiley, people say he's the godfather of grime. But to me, I like more Skepta.
I mean, you can like it, but who started it per se?
That I don't really know, because that's like before I actually started listening to grime. So I don't really know who really started. Cause there's been a lot of rappers that were there when it started, because grime was from garage.
Yeah, garage music.
Yeah, garage music. Yeah, that's what grime came from. So in everyone's eyes, fuck it, Wiley. Wiley's the godfather. So.
But you would say it really started picking up with Skepta?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
When? Like, what years was this?
I can't remember what years it was, but like 05 probably.
Skepta's been out that long?
Yo, Skepta's been out for a long time.
Really? I didn't even know that.
Skepta's been out for a long time. Yeah. 05 and onwards. But at this point right now, grime is kind of dying out. It's more of rap and drill music.
Drill, really?
Yeah, drill music is more of that. Yeah. So like,
who do you characterize as rap?
Rap. So you have your Young Teflons, Rich 32, Avelino, Mo Stack. Yeah, he's more rap.
Mm-hmm.
But drill, you hear your RV, your 6.7s, Dig That? No, Digger D.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Actually, what's his face? What's his name? The guy from High School Musical.
Which one?
The main character.
Troy, like Zac Efron?
Zac Efron, yeah, him. He used Digger D's music in one of his promos.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, so I was shocked when I heard it.
Mm-hmm.
I was shocked, but yeah. Yeah.
So where does Afro vibe fit into all of that right now?
Afro vibe, that's where you have like J Hus, Afro B, Kojo Funds. Yeah, those are the type of people that.
Okay. That's I know those people. I know those people very well.
Yeah, those type of people that put into that Afro vibe.
Dave will be kind of rap.
Dave is more rap. Yeah, Dave is more rap. He has a couple drill tunes, but like he don't really do that much. He's more of a rap person. Yeah. What else can I say? I'm trying to think. Sneakbo, he's more of a rap, but when he started, he was doing his rapping on like the bashment beats. So like he started a different type of genre. Yeah, and like he's a pioneer for his type of music. But a lot of rappers actually are influenced by a lot of American rappers. So like Meek Mill, Jay-Z, Nas.
Meek could, if there was one person that I would say is drill, the drill equivalent of American music is Meek Mill.
Yeah, Meek Mill. He's been.
Or Chief Keef.
Chief Keef, yeah, he's another one. But yeah, Meek Mill. A lot of rappers are influenced by Meek Mill. A lot of them. Like Cadet, who passed recently. Yeah, He died recently.
From gang violence?
No, it was not from gang violence. He died from a car accident. He was in a taxi going towards his show, and the car crashed into him, and like he died from that. And that hurt a lot of people when he died. When we heard he died, like it hurt a lot of people because like he's up and coming. He kept calling himself the underrated legend because he was underrated and he was a legend. And like his music was always a story. It's always been a story. So, and like it was good. Like he released one song called Closure, and like it's a story about shit that happened to him, about how he had a girl for 5 years, and like they had an on and off period, and then when he wanted to take things seriously with her, he did, and like he told her like everything that he's done in the past 5 years, but she never said anything. She lied about her past. So one day he got a phone call from her saying she's pregnant, and like at first he was like, oh shit, I'm really about to have a kid. Then he finally embraced it. He told his mom, he told his sister, everyone's happy, cool. And then 3 days before his birthday, he gets a phone call from her, and she goes, my belly's bleeding, I'm on the floor. So he rushes over, goes to pick her up, takes her to the hospital, and the doctor says she's no longer pregnant. She had a miscarriage. Cool, but he didn't feel right. He felt like something's up. So after that happened, he went over to her house, picked her up, take her to the airport, and he goes, let me have a look on your phone. And like he goes like, if I don't find anything, like you can shout at me wherever, like I'm sorry, like I don't find anything. But she never did. She said no. So I was like, okay, cool. Dropped off to the airport, came back, put his key through the letterbox, and ended things with her. 3 days later, she calls him saying, now you can look for my phone. So she probably deleted everything that she had. Cool. Then one day.
Now you're good. Keep going.
Then one day, he saw the girl's cousin in a club, and she goes, "Let me talk to you." And then she goes, cool. They go into the car, start talking, and she goes, I'm sorry about this, but like I want to tell you this. She was cheating on you, so that kid might not be yours. He's like, you know what? It's cool. Like, I would have supported her. Cool. And then he goes, What do you say? Yeah, I would have supported her even though she had a miscarriage. And she goes, what? What do you mean miscarriage? Yeah, like he saw her on the floor, her belly was bleeding and everything. And she goes, when did this happen? And he goes, around the end of February. And she goes, around the middle of February, she took her cousin to get an abortion. So she lied about the whole thing, about her having she had a kid, but it might not have been his. And she lied about the miscarriage. And that fucked him. And that was a true story about him.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like a 7 minutes long song. It's on YouTube as well. It's got a music video.
It's like the Leslie song with Dave.
Yeah. It's like that. And like, yo, when that song got released, yo, a lot of people were messaging him saying, yo, you helped me a lot with this song. Yeah, you helped me find the truth about my girl and all that shit. Like, so
that's crazy.
He was making songs that help people and all that stuff. He even released a song called Stereotype, talking about all the stereotypes about being a black man in the UK. And like, it was a great song. Like, he talks about like real shit, and you have to die.
Damn, that's
like,
crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
It's crazy. It reminds me of this rapper in Nigeria, The Green.
Yeah.
We always had rap in
Yeah.
Nigeria, but it wasn't really anything that
Yeah.
we took seriously. All of a sudden, we have 3 main languages. I speak Yoruba.
Yeah.
This Yoruba rapper comes out, that Green, he drops. Pop was first one of the biggest singles in Nigeria at the time.
Yeah.
Kondo was a big banger. He had another song I forgot.
Yeah.
And he died in a car crash. I think he was drunk or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was like what he could have been. But his music brought inspiration to the biggest Yoruba rapper now, Olamide.
Okay.
And it's it kind of I don't know where we would have been if it wasn't for that Green.
Yeah. Because
he put down that barrier for everybody.
Okay.
And now Olamide is, big, and he's brought the whole Zanku vibe started with the Olamide, first of all, even being a thing, and then him bringing in Lil Kesh, and to see all that happen, like, imagine if we never gotten
that's true. That is true. My friend was telling me how there's a song that's cursed only for rappers. Whenever they listen to it, they end up dying.
I don't want to know it.
I can't remember what that's called.
I don't want to know it because maybe if I start my rapping career, I already have the equipment.
Yeah, so like, I forgot what it's called, but I can ask him. He's because Cadet was listening to it and he died straight after, and another 2 rappers that listen to the song, they end up dying. So we feel like that song's cursed for any rapper that listens to it. So
that's crazy.
Or if you listen to it and you post it on your social media,
you're done.
Yeah, you're done.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But
the last thing I'll ask you, because you leave in how many days? You leave in like
literally next week, Thursday.
Next week, Thursday. This man is gone.
Yeah.
A week from when this is dropping. What is the one thing you will miss and one thing you won't miss from leaving here?
The lifestyle. Lifestyle.
For which one? That you'll miss?
That I'll miss, yeah. Because like being out here, I'm more relaxed. I'm chilling. Like I have freedom to do whatever I want, really. Like I don't know how to explain it though. Because I know if I go back home, like I have to be on my toes. Anything can happen to me at any point. But over here, like I'm relaxed. I'm chilling. I feel free. Yeah, that's one thing I would miss. One thing I don't miss is just ignorant people. Yeah, that's probably one thing I would miss.
They're everywhere. But is it just that bad here?
It's bad. It's worse here. Yeah, it's worse here. Yeah, that's one thing I probably won't miss.
I will say, while you don't feel it, a lot of us are anxious over here because of like mass shootings.
Yeah.
But then again, those are like, they're not rare, but like the chance of you getting like a mass shooting is very rare.
Yeah.
But I have anxiety everywhere I fucking go
I get that. Because I remember I went to one restaurant with some friends that I worked with, and like one of the ladies, they want to sit to her back towards the door because she's scared of mass shootings. Yeah. So like I understand that.
But I mean, you guys you guys have like acid attacks. That can really happen
acid
everywhere.
Attacks. There's even guns there as well.
Yeah.
There's even guns. So like, there's not much shootings. It's more asset tax and stabbings.
Stabbing, yeah.
Yeah, because it's cheaper to own a gun than to own no, it's cheaper to own a knife than a gun. So yeah.
Oh, this is a good conversation.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, sir.
Thank you.
I mean, I'll be seeing you before you leave, but
Of course.
thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
My name is Aidina, and we'll see you guys later.